City Morning Show.
Muy buenos días y un gran gusto saludarles hoy por la mañana. Son exactamente las 7:07. Good morning. It's a distinct pleasure to welcome you to this morning show. Today, the 23rd of August. As always, we begin our program with a prayer. And particularly special day for me. And I need to give thanks to the Lord for everything that He has given me, that He continues to do for me, because He loves us all. Padre, te quiero dar las gracias por un año más de vida, un día más de vida. Te doy las gracias, Padre, por la salud, por las fuerzas, por tu perdón, Padre. Te doy las gracias por tu perdón, que me ofreces absolutamente gratis, si así yo lo quiero. Gracias por tu misericordia. Padre, te doy las gracias por todo lo que haces por nuestros familiares, por nuestras amistades, compañeros de trabajos, y por todos que se unen a esta oración hoy por la mañana. Bendícenos, Padre, continúa bendiciéndonos. Llénanos de tu gracia. Te pido, Padre, como siempre, para aquellos ancianos, aquellos viejitos que tienen que trabajar duro por luchar duro por su vida. Aquellos que andan en los autobuses, en las calles, caminando con cubetas, vendiendo. Ayúdalos, Padre, confórtalos. Aquellos que están enfermos y enfermas en sus casas, en las calles, y aún tienen que chambear, sánalos, Padre. A los niños y niñas que andan por las calles descalzos, hambrientos, críalos, Padre, confórtalos. Por todos nosotros, Padre, por todos nosotros, que tengamos la capacidad de seguir tus pasos, de poder ayudar y amar al prójimo, igual como te amamos a ti, Padre. Te pedimos ser más humildes, ser más amorosos, generosos y creyentes. Padre, por todo esto, te doy las gracias. Te bendecimos, te glorificamos, te adoramos siempre. Amén. Good morning. If you've just joined us, it's exactly 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. And we're transmitting live from Nortevisión Channel 10 here in Orange Walk. And we are viewed, and I say this proudly, we are viewed throughout the length and breadth of this beautiful country of ours, because we have arrangements with cable providers, which permits us to be seen from Corozal all the way to Toledo, from San Pedro all the way to Benque Viejo. Here in Orange Walk, you can watch us on channel 60. Remember that NCN, Northern Cable Network, is no more. Has been assumed by the Center Cable, and now it is viewed on channel 60. If you don't have cable, not a problem. I'm sure that you're watching us via on-air channel 10. Buenos dias. And we have a large following of people who do not have cable. Here in Trial Farm in Orange Walk Town, good morning, and all around the district, Corozal, Orange Walk, and even across the border, I hear, botes. Nos ven y que nos siguen a diario. Muy buenos días. Un gran gusto saludarles. This is the weather forecast for today, Wednesday, the 23rd of August. And the general situation, relatively moist and unstable conditions continue to dominate our weather. Harvey done gone, but we still have moist and unstable conditions. 24-hour forecast. Sunny with some cloudy spells today and cloudy at times tonight. A few showers and isolated thunderstorms will occur mostly over the sea and along some coastal areas this morning and tonight, and over inland areas this afternoon. The winds blowing from the east-southeast at 5 to 15 knots. The sea stayed choppy. The temperatures along the coast is going to be a high of 89 and a low of 80 degrees. Inland 95 degrees as a max and 73 degrees as a low. And the hills 81 degrees as a max and 68 degrees as a low. The outlook for tomorrow, Thursday, is some cloudy spells with showers and thunderstorms, generally isolated except from few more inland during Thursday and over the south on Thursday night. There will be a high tide this morning at 10:58, a low tide at 5:27 this evening, a second high tide at 11:31 tonight, and the second low tide tomorrow morning at 5:31. The sun rose this morning at 37 minutes after 5, that is 23 minutes before 6, and the sun sets today at 6:13. The moon rises this morning within 6 minutes at 7:19, and the moon sets at 7:52 tonight. We want to thank forecaster Michael Gentle for this information. Thank you very much. And all those people at the Met Service, muy buenos días, compañeros. Un gran gusto saludarles. A propósito, si estás cumpliendo años hoy, que lo pases de lo mejor. Quiero saludar a Israel Constanza y también a mi amiga, la embajadora Perla Perdomo, que cumple años hoy. Somos 3 que cumplimos años hoy. También quiero saludar a Briseis Méndez, que cumple 11 años, cumplió 11 años, y a Laurita, que cumplió 35 años también. Muchas felicidades. De la situación general, condiciones relativamente húmedas e inestables continúan controlando nuestro clima aquí. Para las siguientes 24 horas, soleado con algunos periodos de nubosidad y nublado por momentos hoy por la noche. Algunos chubascos de tormentas aisladas ocurrirán esencialmente sobre el mar y por ciertas áreas costeras hoy por la mañana y por la noche, y sobre las áreas del interior hoy por la tarde. Los vientos del este-sudeste de 5 a 15 nudos, el estado del mar agitado, las temperaturas por la costa, una máxima de 89 grados como máxima dije, y una mínima de 80. En el interior, compañeros, una máxima de 95 grados como una máxima y 73 como una mínima. Y por las colinas, 81 grados como una máxima y 68 grados como una mínima. Fahrenheit. Para mañana jueves tendremos algunos periodos de nubosidad con chubascos y tormentas generalmente aisladas, excepto en el interior del país durante mañana jueves y jueves por la noche, y sobre el sur del país jueves por la noche. Habrá una marea alta hoy por la mañana a las 10:58, una marea baja a las 5:27 por la tarde, luego otra marea alta a las 11:31 hoy por la noche, y luego una segunda marea baja a las 5:31 mañana por la mañana. El sol salió hoy a las 5:37 por la mañana y el sol se oculta a las 6:13. La luna sale entre 3 minutos a las 7:19 y la luna se oculta hoy a las 7:52 minutos por la noche. Le damos las gracias a Forecaster Michael Gentle, y también tenemos que reconocer nuestros patrocinadores, a los señores dueños de A&R, de Rapidito Loans, de Belize Sugar Industries, the Belize Tourist Board, Government of Belize Information Services, Northern Medical Specialty, el honorable Gaspar Vega, el señor German Vega, el señor Eduardo Vega, todos que nos asisten con sus anuncios y muchas gracias por ese apoyo que nos dan. El señor Derek Gillett de Gillett's Meat Shop también. Compañeros, son las 7:17. Vamos a tener invitados, tenemos invitados para hoy. Vamos a tener a los señores Adrián Leiva y el señor Javier Moreno. De lo que entendemos, Muffles Junior College está celebrando aniversario, compañeros. Y están aquí ellos para promover las actividades que tienen planificado para celebrar este aniversario y también para concientizar a todos para que participen. Y compañeros, tomaremos una pausa porque ya es tiempo que tomemos eso, son las 7:18, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios, no se vayan.
The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
A&R Stores Countrywide announced the arrival of name brand school bags in all colors, design, and sizes. Stationery supplies, composition books, lunch bags, laptops, tablets, watches, and everything else you will need for this new school year. So take time out and have your pick out of the largest variety of durable school bags in the country. They are also pleased to announce the arrival of a wide assortment of housewares like Sterilite plastic containers in different sizes, glassware, kitchen utensils, cooking pots and pans, and beautiful floral arrangements. And if you need to redo your bathroom or your bedroom, visit them for the most beautiful bath mat sets, ready-made curtains in beautiful colors and designs, lights and mirrors, bed sheets for twin, full, queen, and king-size beds, plus comfortable pillows and beautiful comforters to match. And best of all, it is always the excellent service and the low prices that make the difference at A&R. So come visit our stores in Orange Walk, Corozal, Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, and now in Dangriga for the best in housewares and school supplies at the guaranteed best prices in town. A&R, where our prices make the difference.
The new Belize City Civic Center is taking shape at the foot of the Balkan Bridge and is expected to be completed by December 2017. This multi-purpose mega facility will boast an air-conditioned interior with a seating capacity of 4,500, a FIBA-certified wooden main court and 3 practice courts, offices, media boxes, and multiple locker rooms, another basketball court with 24-hour access to the public, and parking for 200 vehicles. This $34 million investment highlights a new era of world-class sporting infrastructure for the entire country of Belize. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
Tienes 8 cilindros. Eres adrenalina disfrazada de aleación de aluminio a 8,000 revoluciones por minuto.
Así como así. ¿Será el cigüeñal?
Una limpieza de inyectores y un cambio de aceite. Vas a correr con libertad, campeón.
Los que entendemos al motor como si tuviera voz, hablamos máquina. Roche France, poniendo el mundo a funcionar.
Ahora distribuido por German Vega & Sons. Búsquelo en su tienda favorita.
The sunny days are here, and whether it's for a picnic or in your kitchen, you need the meat. Gillett's Meat Shop proudly offers a variety of juicy cuts such as processed meats, ham, bacon, salami, longaniza, and sugar cure ham. just to mention a few. Enjoy our meats in beef, pork, and mutton. So for that healthy cut your family enjoys, visit us at number 18 San Antonio Road in Orange Walk from Monday to Friday, 7 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1:30 p.m. to 6 p.m. Saturdays, 7 a.m. to 12:30 and 3 to 5 p.m. Sundays, 8 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Place your orders at 322-3486 or 322-2175 or even 610-4061. Send us an email at derekgillett31@gmail.com. Gillett's Meat Shop, fresh and processed meats.
Ay, qué rico.
Notice the residents of rural communities in Orange Walk and Corozal districts. If you value your health and your children's health, you will dispose of your garbage only at approved sites. The disposal of garbage at any other location is illegal, and if caught, you can be fined up to $5,000. If you don't get caught, you can still suffer health impacts caused by these illegal sites, because illegal dump sites harbor pests such as rodents, possums, and mosquitoes that carry diseases. These can transmit those diseases to you and your children. In addition, the garbage you throw away illegally can contaminate water bodies near your community, the same water bodies you might use for recreation or other purposes. Only with your help can the Department of Environment ensure that Belize's development is safe for present and future generations. You can also contact your local village councils or Belize Solid Waste Management Authority for more information. The Department of Environment thanks you for your help.
Good morning and welcome back to the second edition of the Sugar City Morning Show. Si acabas de sintonizar, muy buenos días y bienvenidos de vuelta al Sugar City Morning Show. Compañeros, today we have guests and it's an important occasion. This is we're going to be celebrating during the course of the week, I think it's tomorrow, the 25th anniversary of Muffles Junior College. And it is my distinct pleasure to welcome the Dean of Muffles Junior College, Mr. Adrian Leiva. Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome.
Good morning.
And also Mr. Javier Moreno. Good morning and welcome, Javier. How are you on a personal note? ¿Cómo están?
Great.
Great.
Well, happy birthday to you first.
Thank you.
You can
you.
can go to high five now. You're over 18.
Yes. Yes. Javier?
We're excited to be here to speak about our 25th anniversary.
Okay, great. It's been 25 years. I remember the day, actually I do remember, when the Muffles Junior College opened its doors. It's been a while, 25 years. And I imagine that you have been through a lot since then. Can you talk to us about
yes,
that?
Yes, I have the privilege of saying that I was there from the very beginning. I can remember even when I was approached to begin to put things together. We only had 9 months to put the junior college together.
You mean curriculum and everything?
Everything. It was. It would be interesting for the public to know how MJC came about.
Talk to us.
But it's the government. The government of Belize approached Muffles College, the high school, if they could begin the formation of the junior college in a way of like grandfathering in the junior college, because it would start small.
No, just to remind the public, where exactly was the first?
It started in the Muffles High School campus.
Okay.
And 9 months, and I can remember that those 9 months putting things together, interviewing previous deans. Sister Mercy Cervantes, the dean of St. John's College at that time, was very instrumental. And the very first day, if the Orange Walk community can appreciate the humble beginnings of Muffles Junior College, a classroom. Not even, there was a wall that wasn't even complete. It was just a partition between the classroom and the library. 38 students, one program, business science program. And from that 38 students, we graduated 22.
You have grown immensely
Yes,
since
we
then.
have. We have. And since then, a constant growth with programs. Today, we can boast that we have 9 solid programs being offered, and we are looking forward to introducing a new one next year, information technology, because everything today is driven by information technology.
So,
and our student population
what
is
do
no
people
longer
currently do right now when if they want to pursue information technology? Have to go abroad or they go to Belize City?
Well, one of the things, and we can speak about it later on, Emmanuel, in the program, because the anniversary is a good opportunity for us to be more aware of higher education challenges and higher education needs and what we need to be doing to prepare our graduates. But it's even more so than what you need for information technology is the desire. A lot of people run away from information technology, and then we have to realize that everything is driven by information technology.
I have a nephew who is an engineer in information technology.
But
Faridi?
Great. But they run away from it, right, Mr.
Right,
Maruka? We have been doing it. But to go back to the beginnings of Muffles Junior College, and then in 2003, we made the bold step. We relocated, and that made us the first junior college in the country to be running itself on its own campus. If you look back at the other junior colleges, they have all been sharing campuses.
St. John's shares it with St. John's College.
Everybody
Wesley as well.
CJC, everybody.
Everybody,
Centro Escolar.
pretty much.
And so we became the first to be on our own campus at 25 acre.
No, I don't. The land that you're sitting on belongs to Muffles.
Yes.
And it's there's room for expansion.
Oh yes. 25 acres.
You could play around, catch, and only catch.
And it's a planned campus as well.
Exactly.
Yeah, we
Everything is done by phases.
by phases.
How long have you been there? Have you?
Well,
And
it's
what is
going-
your role at Muffles Junior?
Well, I'm currently the assistant dean,
Okay.
and I'm going into my 10th
Congratulations.
year, having worked with
10th
Adrian
year.
in administration. And I must say it has been 10 exciting years. Every year comes with a new breath of fresh air, the students, new challenges, but always with the mind of moving forward. Always building on what we have established to ensure that we are a premier institution in tertiary education.
Now, Muffles College and Muffles High School are still under the umbrella of the Mercy.
Yes, we are Mercy
Can you
institution.
talk to us about that?
We're administered by one board, but we are 2 separate administrative entities. In other words, it's not like the high school has a principal and the junior college has a dean, and administratively we are separate entities. But we fall under the same board, and we are Mercy institutions.
And there's only one other institution, which would be St. Catherine's.
St.
no?
Catherine's, yes.
And Belize Elementary?
No.
No?
Only
St. Catherine's. Only St. Catherine's. Well, it's been like that for umpteen years. Okay. When I was involved, and this doesn't really touch Muffles Junior College, but it touches more Muffles High School. I was during my little research that I was doing. My uncle Mimi Torres who told me that one of the the very first location for Muffles was not the old school.
No, it wasn't.
But it was one by where BTL is. There was a building that belonged to Escalante, and I think to the back or something like that. Or in that building. And he told me that he would teach 8 subjects at a time. At that time, Mimi was the one who was teaching, but then there was also Mr. Bellis, there was Fortuna, and there was also Father O'Connor. Mr. Bellis, I think that's what you told me, yes. Okay?
Wasn't that building where the street by the church? Hence the church, that street is called Muffles Street.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes, exactly so.
And let me say, since you plugged in Mr. Mimi, the students at Muffles are divided into houses. And one of the houses is named after Mr. Mimi.
Okay, that's in recognition of his name.
Yes, Torres House.
Torres House.
Okay, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. Growth that you have seen in terms of like the curriculum. You now offer 9
concentrations.
9 concentration.
Academic concentration. So like going back to the beginnings, right? We had to we decided at that time, rather than take on a mouthful that we cannot chew on, it was best to start gradually, and we don't regret poco a poco. And we don't regret that approach. We can see it right now with, and not to speak against any other institution, but we learn from experiences. Like, for example, the formation of our national university, UB, is an amalgamation of schools.
Yes,
and
technical.
I've been involved as a board member and sharing. It's been a challenge to bring those institutions together, bring the cultures, bring the mentalities of people. And whilst it's a bold move, we learn from those things. We don't regret going the way of gradual, you know, and steady. And today we can see it like we are a very organized school in terms of how we go introducing new programs. We have reached 9 programs from one business program. The business program have branched off into concentrations in accounting, in economics, in management. And whilst if the public is hearing us and saying what business, there's been a general thought that everybody wants to do business. That's a fact. And even at some point, academic institutions like ours, we go like, should we continue to like just be open to it? And to be honest with you, people, if you begin to cut that program, they will tell you, I want business. And lately we have begun to realize that it's not a bad thing at all. Like some people said, there's a glut in the market. No, the business graduate happens to be a very versatile graduate. And employers are looking for people who are versatile. You might have a degree, you have a paper, but when you're in the workplace, you need to be adaptable to what the employer needs. And we are finding that our business graduates are doing very well. One of the strengths of MJSC is our graduates. And that's what we want, right? The end product. In addition to that, we have been able to branch off into law. We are the first junior college in the country to offer an associate's degree with a concentration in law, and already some of our graduates are returning from Barbados and Jamaica as lawyers. So yes, we are the first institution to do that.
Is there an association, an alumni association or something like that, that people, and maybe even like what I think St. Catherine's does, or I'm not too sure St. John's does, but an association of past alumni that where if you have fundraisers or anything like that, do you? No, unfortunately.
But maybe the 25th anniversary could prompt it.
Exactly. Exactly.
And then we are always looking at areas. You see, the law degree historically it's a Belize City oriented. You know, when you hear lawyers, it's like Belize City, and we're saying nope. We have the expertise.
Just as good.
And we have the expertise to be able to offer the program.
So, what kind of program do you offer in law? Is it mostly something basic course?
It's a program that actually prepares you to go into different branches. It's not necessarily to become a lawyer. You can actually pursue paralegal.
Do you have students from other? I imagine that you do have from Corozal, but do you have students from other districts? Studying and taking advantage of those courses?
A number, but it's mostly Orange Walk.
Okay.
Because that was our thrust when MJC opened. It was to make higher education accessible and affordable to the Orange Walk community. And I am happy to say today too also that I've done my research and we happen to have the lowest fees in the country among tertiary institutions. There's one that is a few dollars ahead of us, but we still boast that we are the junior college with the lowest fees.
And we are right at home.
And we're right at home.
Yes.
Another program that we introduced and it's very well subscribed to is law and psychology. Psychology and sociology. Because we need to start training Belizeans to be more trained in non-governmental roles, in non-governmental organizations. The world is becoming more hectic in terms of the expertise. We also need to have people to support us.
And to help us, good for God's sake, to try to bring down the amount of stressful situations that we have.
Exactly.
I mean,
and there is
I stress to kill me. People, I stress to me. You need counseling. You need there
is a need for those kind of things. You know, it's not only to get a job and.
Emmanuel, Adrian mentioned about growing gradually, but I think also accompanying that aspect is always that thought that we hold is that we need to be doing things that are fit for purpose and of purpose.
Okay.
So it's not just reacting. We need to be proactive and to ensure that the education that we deliver is one of quality and the best quality possible, so that when our graduates are out there in the field of study or work, they're on the cutting edge. They have that edge above the others.
What's your current enrollment that you have?
We have 340.
340, and in terms of like staff, I mean teachers and so
13.
forth. 13.
So we are pretty much.
And that's a ratio of.
That's pretty much the.
That's pretty much
right.
of the school.
Anything more than that, we're gonna burst.
Plans that you have for the future. You know, in my little mind, I would love to see, thinking about it, I'd love to see it double in size. I'd love to see a building meant only for housing, and all of these things to make it a full-fledged.
That comes with time, and
I
want to say something too, that in the country of Belize, sometimes we only look at the end result of other countries and other institutions, and we want to do the shortcut. I'm serious about that. I'm now speaking from as a citizen of this country and how we develop things. We see things from other countries and we want to imitate.
But is that bad to dream?
But I am leading to something. But little do we realize that there was background work behind that. Like in higher education, all those big universities that are world renowned, it has taken them hundreds of years.
And a lot of money from those rich old men who put endowment funds. Such and such and $27 million to
and then when we end up doing the shortcut, when we find out it was a wrong cut. So we need to realize also that good things come with time, and with time all of those things will happen.
If somebody would say, and this is just a hypothetical question, if somebody would say, tell you what, I am leaving all my $50 million to Muffle Junior College, what would you do?
Infrastructure. You know why we moved in the first place to our own land? It's my thing. It's something I have always. I'm not saying it's only me, but it's something I've been promoting, because I have attended large universities. My studies were abroad, and to create. All that money would be used to create what I call an authentic college culture for our students. So it means the best facilities, the highest expertise in our teachers, and the ambience to really. And
that's good because you have already experience of living that that environment. So you'll be able to put, guys, we have to go on a break. The director is indicating we need to go on a break, but we'll be right back with you after these messages. Don't go away.
Need an escape from your daily schedule? Why not become a tourist in your own country? Discover Western Belize. Transport back in time and be awed by the reminiscences of the Mayan civilization. Be adventurous or spend a day with family and friends enjoying the serenity of the Macal River. Sample a kaya staple or pick up some fresh produce to make your own delicacy. Come visit us in Western Belize. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Northern Medical Specialty Plaza has been offering excellent health services since its inception in 2000. Today you can enjoy a wide range of medical services through our experienced doctors and dedicated friendly staff. No need to go to Belize City or Chetumal. Introducing our new state-of-the-art CT Scan 16 slice, now available at Northern Medical Specialty Plaza in high-definition technology, computerized tomography. Also available, ultrasound 4D scan, which shows moving 3D images of your baby. We also provide services such as mammograms, X-ray, clean and safe nursery, certified pharmacist, operating facilities, our 24 hours emergency and hospitalization, high technology research facilities. Our motto has always been to serve our community with compassion, quality, and affordable medical services. Specialists devoted to serve you. Visit us today at Orchid Drive in Orange Rock Town or call us at 302-3708. Northern Medical Specialty Plaza. Your health is our priority.
Buster. They see you and know you're living. Always a star. Yes, you live in color to the limit. Large and in charge. Yes, that's why you rock with Buster. Refreshing range of colorful flavors. Always a star, never the audience. You run things never run you. Yes, you are the life of it, not just a part of it. Your life is never black and white. Live in full color. Buster.
Everybody wants a clean and healthy family. That's why they purchase the best food products and the cleansing materials. This time, we give you a bigger size of La Costeña products like the mouth-watering fried beans and the pasta sauce. And surely for your clean laundry, we have the breathtaking aroma of Ensueño Max Suavitel. Even your visitors will ask what you clean your floors and restrooms with. And you can boast it is the variety of Pinol products and Sultan muriatic acid now in 900 milliliters. And much more for the best prices only at German Vega and Sons Imports. We serve you at number 5 San Antonio Road, Orange Walk Town. You can even call us at 322-3625 or 322-2672. Or you can even send us a fax at 322-2571 or email us at germanvega@btl.net. German Vega and Sons Limited, because we care for you.
There's no need to go across the border to enjoy sun, sand, and crystal blue waters. Belize's northern islands and reef are just about right away. Go slow and immerse yourself into the Caribbean Sea or enjoy some fresh coconut water. Or pick up the pace on an island where locals can enjoy sandy beaches by day and feast on your fresh catch by night. Discover the Mesoamerican Barrier Reef and submerge yourself into another world where you can experience a traffic jam you will want to return. You can also make new friends along the way. Belize, where you can discover how to be a Belizean traveler.
Bienvenidos de vuelta, compañeros. Son exactamente las 8:15. Aquí tenemos dos invitados especiales. Tenemos al señor Adrián Leiva, que es el Dean de Muffles Junior College. También tenemos a Javier Moreno, que es el Assistant Dean. Perdóname que estoy hablando español y inglés aquí todo mezclado.
Español beliceno.
Pero, para no trabarse en las traducciones literales, entonces vamos a seguir. Hemos estado hablando acerca de hace 25 años, el crecimiento que ha sucedido desde entonces, y obviamente eso nos da una posición única de poder darnos perspectiva. ¿Qué hemos logrado? ¿Qué no hemos logrado? ¿Dónde podemos hacer mejor? ¿Dónde hemos hecho muy bien? ¿Qué son retos que nos confrontan? ¿Nos puedes platicar acerca de los retos que tú estás previendo o ya ves en el crecimiento de Muffles o que has tenido en el pasado? La enseñanza, ¿están entrando los estudiantes ya listos y dispuestos con una capacidad y preparados para poder escribir inglés?
No. Uno de los retos más grandes, Emanuel, para la educación terciaria en el país de Belice es la maestría en inglés del estudiante. Parece que como un país que hablamos diferentes lenguas. Hablamos inglés, hablamos español, hablamos el criollo y otras personas hablan otras
Y
idiomas.
cuando no podemos decir una palabra en español, le metemos en
lo que venga primero en la mente.
Exacto.
Y es bonito eso es algo muy bonito de Belice, pero con ese privilegio viene una responsabilidad de poder superar todos los idiomas. Y ahí es donde fallamos. El estudiante de hoy, y ese es un problema a través del país, y yo quiero tomar la oportunidad esta mañana para tener al público
Speak in English if you
consciente.
want to, because I think that we're talking about English.
I will say it in English. El inglés, vivimos aquí en Orange Rock, somos mestizos, tenemos una cultura latina, hablamos el español en la casa y pensamos que el inglés solo se habla en las aulas. Pero tenemos que practicar el inglés porque el inglés es el idioma oficial de Belice, es el idioma para diplomacia y el idioma para negocio. So if I could switch back to English and to say that I want to take the opportunity this morning in this talk show in speaking about the challenges of training people in higher education is that the students are not coming well prepared with the mastery of English. And I am not bashing any school, I'm not bashing. I think we need to, as a community, face challenges that we have.
Can you give us some idea as to why that is happening?
Well, two things.
Have
You want to speak first, Mr. Warren?
Yes, let me just mention something. Not only English, but actually the subjects across the board. It happens that there is an emphasis on the curriculum, in completing the curriculum. And what they fail to realize that if learning isn't occurring, trying to rush through the curriculum, you're not doing anything. You leave huge gaps. So you asked earlier about whether the students have the capacity to be at the tertiary level institution. And many of the students, they are not prepared because there are many gaps that are left from primary to secondary. Then when they enter tertiary, you find yourself like, wow, we need to deliver at this level.
I have seen graduates, not in particular of Muffle Junior College, but I have seen letters, application letters where, good Lord, leaves so much to be desired. And I look at the construction of the sentence, I look at the spelling, and I go like, this person easily graduated from primary school, but did not go any further based on what I have in front of me.
We have persons.
No, sorry, Ghana.
Don't say Muffle Junior College.
No, I won't say that.
Emmanuel, I want to tell you this: even people with doctorates cannot write good English. I'm telling you. No, let me
not that is any justification, but
it's a problem because communication cannot be underestimated. So what happened? This problem we have been realizing this problem for many years, and that is how the ATLIB examination. Everybody has heard about the ATLIB examination that a fourth farm student must sit, because high school's grade you never know if they're at par. If an 80 in this high school means an 80 in another high school. You don't. So we decided as the tertiary level institutions in the country, we designed this ATLIB examination that tests English and math, and it's based on the CXC curriculum. And that is where, and we do not scale the grades. So that is where it was first revealed. In fact, some schools didn't like to hear the grades. When we tell your student receive a 38 out of 100, I said, that is right, Erica. We do not scale the grades. And we have been telling the public, it's not that we're blaming anybody. We need to do something about those English skills. And two problems that we think it's the problem. One, we're not reading. And you had said earlier in conversation, that's a fact. We don't read. And also, we take the lazy way out. If the word doesn't come in English, it comes out any other way. We say
a comment came my way from a learned individual who said that a lot of the times when they're going through the papers, people are writing just their papers just as if they're texting.
Right.
I'll tell you, I'll give you a funny story.
And I go like, how you mean?
Right, yes.
Because it's BECUZ.
Yes.
Well, in the ATLIB examination in English, the essay section, one of the students wrote her essay in Spanish. And it's an English exam.
Oh,
So, but
God.
let me tell you, the other thing is that, and I think this whole issue could be another discourse with academicians. We need to speak about these issues as a community.
But you need to talk about it so people become more
Yes,
aware. And
right.
I'm hoping that parents are listening, and they do not just listen, but do something about it.
In terms of then the schools, like, and I am one who did a degree in English. I think that another part of the problem is the way students are tested in English. Everybody is doing now multiple choice, and so that the student might be able to identify an error in the English structure, but put the student
syntax
to
or
write a
whatever.
paragraph. Put
What
the
about the
student to
good
write
old?
an
What about the
essay.
good old writing that Chuck Hammond used to do,
And
and Sister
they
Luna
don't,
used to?
critical thinking skills are gone. So when they see, and they cannot write an essay, an argumentative essay. When they meet high-level vocabulary in their textbooks, they cannot understand it. They have not met the word before. And then, not to mention penmanship. The beautiful writing that the old schools used to teach, that's gone.
Is cursive a thing of the past?
Some don't know how to cursive.
They think when you write in cursive, it's another language.
Yes.
Really?
Yes, I look
But
at
what
them.
do they write in? I'm lost.
Print.
Print?
Print. Well,
So I want to say, like, to the public is like, we're identifying the problem, and I'm smiling when I say that. In that, let us take it. It's identifying a problem. I've been told we're solving half of the problem already, and then as a community, let's get together. I think schools, institutions, ministry, everybody needs to talk together. We have recognized the problem. We are challenged in the mastery of English, and tertiary institutions, therefore, have the burden of trying to prepare that student.
And sometimes you wonder, how is it that that person made it through
Exactly.
to first year, sixth form?
Exactly.
If at the end of the day they cannot simply write a simple story. Tell me a story. What happened yesterday? And not possible. Not possible.
Yeah. So just you asked about a challenge. That's a challenge.
That's one of the major challenges that you have. But you do have. Tomorrow is the actual day.
Tomorrow is the day, 25
And
years.
you do have a program of activities celebrating this 25 years.
but before we go to that,
Please,
Emmanuel, as we speak about challenges,
Go ahead,
in spite of the challenges, Muffles Junior College is always, at the forefront of delivering quality education. That currently we are looking at starting a program in January. That's the
evening classes for adults in business science.
Okay.
You
Go
want me
ahead.
to say?
Yes.
Yes, we. Mr. Moreno mentioned earlier. He used the term fitness for purpose, and that really means that whatever we're going to offer, we have to make sure that we have everything ready. And just to simplify it, like a business science program, well, there has to be trained teachers for that, good classrooms, good labs, computer labs, everything fitness. For
Do you
purpose.
have a good computer lab?
We do have we have
Yes.
2 computer labs.
Okay.
And then higher education institutions always have to be looking at fitness of purpose. Not because you started a program, we will end with it. As the world changes, we need to be adapting to those changes. And one of the things that we're noticing today is that many persons cannot go straight from Fort Farm into junior college because it costs money. And then there are some adults who were not able to go to junior college, and now that they are working, they might want to be able to go, but they're working. So we have identified that there is a pool of adults out there who would go
There
in
is
the
a need.
evening, and they have a need for promotional purposes, for further training. And so I am happy to
What
say
kind of courses will you be offering?
it's a business science program. It's an associate's degree in business management. That's in demand. It is in demand. And so I am happy to say, thank you for reminding me, Samarino, to inform that we have made a decision. There is about 25 people have called in, and that was just on our Facebook.
And that's going to be like in the evenings,
In the
beginning at
evening,
6 or
between
7
6 and 9.
Yes.
6 and 9. I know you have arrangement with buses that transport people during the day, but some people may find that transportation in the evening or at night may be problematic.
Well, we haven't.
Talk
The
about
logistics will
logistics of
begin
it.
after
Right.
that. But adults have a way. We have done it. Adults have a way of, and when you want something, Emmanuel, let me tell you, people do
Even if
find
you
a
have a
way.
walk, that's okay.
Well, we could start lobbying for them to pave the San Esteban Road.
Absolutely.
But yes, that's a big. In fact, that's part of the, part of the anniversary celebrations to announce that we will be introducing.
Well,
that
that's
in
a
January.
good initiative. That's a good initiative, because at the end of the day, you must cater to the needs of those people.
Yes.
You know,
And
of
if
the
there is
forest.
any adult out there listening to this, and you can still call, because we will.
And if you'd like to call and participate, pardon me for not announcing the number,
Yeah.
302-2170, or you can send us a text at 664-4921, and gladly we will read your comments. 664-4921, or if you want to call, 302-2170. Está abierto, creo que está abierto, sí, la línea 302-2170 para dar tus comentarios, para hacer preguntas o felicitar al personal de Muffles Junior College que van a estar celebrando todos, no solo ellos, pero todos,
Comunidad,
toda la comunidad celebrando 25 años. 25 años llenos de retos, pero han estado ustedes creciendo y no solo creciendo, pero en realidad atendiendo las necesidades de la gente.
Bien dicho.
¿Qué otros programas tienen?
Bueno, para mañana, you had asked me about tomorrow's program. Okay, so tomorrow we have it's Moreno again. We'll find and I will find ourselves in the studio from the other television station to do pretty much what we're doing today. And so you guys have preempted everything. Thanks. And then at 9:30, it's the Thanksgiving Mass.
At 9:30 in the morning,
at the campus, officiated by Bishop Larry Nicasio. And of course, the media is invited. You guys are invited. I already
thank you very much.
extended the invitation. And then after that, Emmanuel, a short ceremony. It's more like greetings and giving the history of MJC and the little highlights of the school over the 25 years. We're going to be introducing the school mascot. The school mascot is the lion. And then we're also inaugurating the water fountain. The water fountain that is in the entrance of the campus is the anniversary water fountain. And I want to say something about that. We are sponsored by the Sisters of Mercy. And in case you don't know something about the Sisters of Mercy, they have been an order of religious sisters that have always taken the first step in unknown paths. Even like Catherine Macaulay, with helping oppressed women in Ireland. That was something like, a woman doing that. They have always taken that first step. And we in commemoration of that spirit, we are the first campus we are the first school to move on our own campus. That was a first step. And we have been told that the fountain, there's no other school in Belize that has a water fountain on its campus.
Really?
And so that is very
So that's good.
And then there will be some greetings from people who have been part of the formation of Muffles, and then we'll be cutting a cake the size of a plywood sheet, a 4 feet by an actual cake, so that everybody can have a little piece of that birthday cake. So if you go there, make sure you take the line. If not, you're gonna get the little scrapings of the icing.
And it's symbolic. It's a sweet.
You know what? I'll be glad for the icing.
And I was just saying that it's symbolic. It's a sweet moment in the history of education in Orange Rock. No?
It's a sweet moment.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the plan for tomorrow. And then in the course of the year, everything that we do will be embellishing it with the 25th anniversary. We will be participating in the Independent Schools Rally. There will be a float especially highlighting the 25th anniversary.
Will you be doing any publications?
In the course of the year.
In the course of the year.
Adrian, maybe you could mention that in this year for our Masters of the Road, we are inviting the alumni to participate.
Well, I don't need to say it because you've said it already.
Okay. What about?
Yes, it's true.
Expound on it.
Yes, every year, for the past 3 years, we have been having the Masters of the Road, which is one of the activities that we hold in our calendar of events.
And it's part of the September celebration.
Yeah, I was coming to that, yes, in commemoration of the September celebrations. So it's going for a 3rd year that we are bringing it in Tongue.
Masters of the Road.
Yes,
Wow.
it's a competition that entails
running, bicycle.
and it's a
cycling.
physical event.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
Physical, yeah.
So and
I was thinking academia master.
No. The students like it. Yeah, they all participate, and this year in trying to make sure that all that we do in commemoration of the 25th anniversary is with a bang. We're inviting the alumni to participate, and it's held right along the main street in Orange Rock, around the park.
And Queen Victoria Avenue.
Queen Victoria Avenue on Main Street. That's where it's held.
I'm still hopeful. I'm gonna just throw it at you again. If maybe sometime in the future some sort of association, alumni association, can be formed.
That comes with time. It comes with time.
Do you have any plans at the moment? Not really. You can benefit a lot from it,
As soon as
everything
everything is important, but I think we are addressing. There are other things that need to be put in place, but definitely it is something that we're not going to push aside. I want to say, since you're talking about alumni association, that, and this is again for the public, for us to be changing our mindset towards things. Schools are not profit-making organizations. So when you see good things happening, some effort in the background happen, and we don't. Somehow or the other in our country, we don't happen to yet have that philanthropic culture. There are people, I am sorry to say it, but they can definitely contribute to schools, but because of different mentalities, they don't. So schools have to struggle for raising their own money.
What a wonderful thing it would be if maybe 5 of those 1,500 millionaires in Belize, or 5,000 millionaires in Belize, would decide to say, tell you what, we'll only $20,000 annually.
Yes.
Wow, what a difference.
Because what people need to realize is that schools are not, well, I speak for MJC, we are not profit-making. In fact, we are part of the, you know what is our business? Human resource development, which is what the country, that's the most important resource for our country.
Yes.
We are not in the business of making money. At the moment, one of the big things that we're focused on right now is the building of our auditorium, which is being built in phases. But at Buffalo Junior College, it's already underway. But what I'm saying, we can, development is based on the availability of our resources. But Muffles is going steady. But if the community would be more philanthropic, and so that's where the alumni.
Give, ladies and gentlemen, give.
It's for a good cause.
Yes. Sí. Pues yo les quiero felicitar.
Thank you very much.
Muchas gracias.
Yo que les quiero felicitar por el buen trabajo que han estado haciendo. Tú por 25 años y tú no estás tan atrasado por 10 años.
Sí.
¿Entiendes? Y el poder inmersarte en tu trabajo y dar lo mejor de ti para esos 25 años indica que amas tu trabajo. Ya es parte de ti eso.
It's a vocation.
Exactamente.
It's not a career.
Exactamente. Exactamente. Entonces, ese tipo de actitud hacia la vida, pues necesita comendar. Y necesito felicitar no solo a ustedes, pero a todo el staff de Muffles Junior College, porque esto no es un trabajo de Adrián y de Javier, es un trabajo de todos. ¿Okay? Y Sister Rose, si me estás viendo, buenos días. Mi buena amiga. ¿Sí?
Well, thank you very much.
Sí. Y les deseo todo lo mejor para, no solo mañana, pero para el futuro. Y estaremos al pendiente de saber más y más y más, porque Muffles is close to my heart. It's alma mater.
Thank you.
I didn't go to Muffles Junior College at the time. Well, I left from the 70s. 77 to 79, I went to St. John's.
Sí, Manuel, nos aferramos a la filosofía de que cada beliceño debe hacer su parte a construir Belice. Y pensamos de que MGC es un líder en ese aspecto, en proveer la educación a nuestros ciudadanos para que puedan contribuir positivamente a Belice, ¿no? Y para ahora y para siempre.
Exactamente.
¿Cómo se dice ditto en Spanish?
Pues
ditto.
Ditto.
Meaning I agree.
¿Cómo se dice taxi en Taxi. Taxi. 9 lenguajes, 10 lenguajes, 15, 20, no sé, la misma cosa. Taxi. Lo mismo. Pues, ¿qué más me queda sino felicitarles de nuevo y desearles todo lo mejor? Y estaremos al pendiente para saber más y más acerca de sus actividades, y les quiero indicar de que las puertas siempre están abiertas aquí para alguna conferencia, quieran dar algún anuncio, quieran dar algo que quieran ustedes compartir con la audiencia, con nuestra comunidad. Están
Muchas gracias.
más que bienvenidos. Nosotros siempre aquí dispuestos a unirnos con ustedes en ese esfuerzo. Así que,
y tenemos nuestra página de Facebook abierta.
Pues aquí me parece que hace ratito se entrene.
Cualquiera que quiere saber más de MJC, pues nuestra página de Facebook.
Algo más que quisiera que quizás se nos haya olvidado decir y por favor,
solo me gustaría reiterar de que si hay alguna persona allí de que puede sacarle provecho del programa que vamos a ofrecer en enero, que a partir de enero va a haber clases que se comuniquen con nosotros para saber para ponerlos en el programa, ¿no?
Claro que sí.
And for tomorrow's activities, we know that alumni, they have their lives, they're out there working and all that. But if anyone would wish to be there, the doors are open. Any graduate.
That's where the Alumni Association.
Yes. So, but we are aware that it's a weekday, and But any graduate who wishes to be there, we will happily welcome you there. That's your home. Once an MJC student, always an MJC student.
So, and like he had mentioned earlier, sometime before, he said there's no past graduates.
No,
you're a graduate.
You're a graduate for life. Right. Because you hear say, well, past graduate. No,
graduate.
A past student, but you're a graduate. Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Pues yo les quiero dar las gracias de nuevo. Compañeros, hemos tenido el gran gusto de estar con Javier y con Adrián, y mañana un día muy importante para Muffles Junior College, 25 años, y 25 años atendiendo las necesidades de la comunidad de Orange Rock, no solo de Orange Rock, pero todo del país, porque hemos visto que muchos otros estudiantes vienen de otros distritos, y a este punto, felicidades están en orden para todo, no solo para el personal, pero para también los estudiantes y las familias y todo, porque ya Muffles Junior College es una parte de la vida, de la sociedad, de la cultura de Orange Rock. Ya es algo que forma parte. Así que, de nuevo, felicidades. Y, compañeros, vamos a tomar una pausa cuando son las 8:09 minutos, pero estaremos de vuelta con ustedes tan pronto estos anuncios. De nuevo, muchas gracias.
Muchas gracias.
I love my Digicel 4G LTE data. Between work and school, I have to multitask to keep up. When I'm on the move, I have everything I need no matter where I go. Whether it's research for school, emails for work, or Facebook, Snapchat, and YouTube while on those long bus rides, Digicel 4G LTE got me covered. Digicel 4G LTE's nationwide coverage is exactly what I need to get me where I'm going. They're truly the bigger, better network.
I'm about to hit you with the work, boy. The bigger, better network. Digicel.
Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this?
Get serious. Get bopped.
The first two phases of the Hummingbird Highway Rehabilitation Project, from the Belmont Pond Roundabout Junction to Saboon Bridge and Alta Vista Bridge to Dangriga Town, has already made a remarkable difference for commuters and residents alike. These first two phases are a $16.5 million investment by the government of Belize. Under this project, the highway is being rehabilitated through improvement of the road pavement, to create a safer environment for the public. Improvements, especially in the areas that pose a high risk to motorists, include the introduction of paved road shoulders, high visibility line markings, reflective road studs, bus laybys, and other features that will bring the entire road segment in line with internationally recognized standards. Additionally, the replacement of the existing single-lane bridges will reduce road user risks. These improvements will increase economic, tourism, and agricultural opportunities, further encouraging the social development of Belize, particularly in the south. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward. The Philip Goulton Highway between Belize City and the Philip Goulton International Airport is getting a major facelift to the tune of $31.5 million. Section A of the highway upgrading project between Haulover Bridge and PGIA is nearing completion at an investment of $13.6 million. Works include construction of retaining walls to prevent erosion, widening of the road cross-section to include paved road shoulders, pavement restoration and resurfacing. The project also includes installation of LED road lighting and safety features such as signs, reflectors, road marking, and improved visibility through the clearing of the road reserve. The government of Belize, moving Belize forward.
A&R Stores Countrywide announced the arrival of name brand school bags in all colors, design, and sizes. Stationery supplies, composition books, lunch bags, laptops, tablets, watches, and everything else you will need for this new school year. So take time out and have your pick out of the largest variety of durable school bags in the country. They are also pleased to announce the arrival of a wide assortment of housewares like Sterilite plastic containers in different sizes, glassware, kitchen utensils, cooking pots and pans, and beautiful floral arrangements. And if you need to redo your bathroom or your bedroom, visit them for the most beautiful bath mat sets, ready-made curtains in beautiful colors and designs, lights and mirrors, bed sheets for twin, full, queen, and king-size beds, plus comfortable pillows and beautiful comforters to match. And best of all, it is always the excellent service and the low prices that make the difference at A&R. So come visit our stores in Orange Walk, Corozal, Belize City, Belmopan, San Ignacio, and now in Dangriga for the best in housewares and school supplies at the guaranteed best prices in town. A&R, where our prices make the difference.
Welcome back to the Sugar City Morning Show. Bienvenidos, compañeros. Es mi gran gusto y también un gran placer de darle la bienvenida y sobre todo darle los buenos días a Checky, mi muy buen amigo aquí. Good morning, Checky.
Thank you very much, Emmanuel. Very informative program you conducted a while ago.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. We were talking, and we'll just go ahead and belabor the point.
Yeah, it's very,
that,
very good.
One of the biggest challenges, as per the dean and the assistant dean, is the. Can I say? And I hope I won't put my foot in my mouth.
Don't do that.
I think that is the incapacity or the unpreparedness nature that some of the students who are enrolled at the tertiary level institution, and not talking only about Muffles Junior College, their incapacity to be able to speak well and to write well, and in particular, write
Writing.
well.
It takes too much.
I believe, yes, that could be a problem, but I do believe that they're not reading enough. Wonderful things happen when you read, when you pick up a book and you read.
Yeah.
You know, if you are the person who is going to just read for read's sake and don't have even a dictionary beside you, when you're reading, well, then you're better off closing the book.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand all the nuances of the words.
So you're going nowhere.
You know, you're not going anywhere. You know, the beauty about what of literature is when you can fully understand the author's words that he uses, and if he's a good author, and that's why I particularly like masterpieces, because these things are well written. You know what I mean? But you need to have, if you to fully understand all the nuances, you need to have a dictionary with you. So if you don't understand a word, look it up and then read the paragraph.
It's right there. Right?
Read the paragraph, and then you'll find that you'll understand the mood that the author wants to put you in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like what the dean said, because I have always been telling people that if your picnic come in first in our class, our school look on the standards. Because I remember one time in our class on picnic, the person who come in first, that means 87 again, and that person come in first. But he said, I think it's the BJAT that he spoke about, that not because 180 for one institution is the same as 180 for our next institution. You understand? Because sometimes you could say you come in first at our school, but then maybe you come in first with 87, our next person come in first at our next school, but with 90. So you have to watch for the different education standards in a different institution. A lot of people don't understand that, you know, Pa.
Understand that, and they don't scale their grades. So
correct. But Morris, will tell me, you saw a green, you don't saw one green frog?
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
What they call Latinas? What do they call Latina Spanish?
Una rana verde.
How the toad? What green toad?
What are you aiming at?
What do I call one green toad?
Un sapo.
Un sapo verde. Sapo verde, happy birthday. Happy birthday, Pa.
I knew he was coming at something, but I cannot understand. Why is it, if I am such a good friend of his, why is it that he doesn't come and say, happy birthday, my brother? Why does he have to take all the way around, going all the way to Calcutta, then out to Mascal, and then landing in San Lorenzo?
No, but I forget.
Thank you very much, my brother.
I forget the word why Morris will tell me some sapo verde. That's why I'm asking. What would that mean?
Never mind that.
But happy birthday, my brother.
Thank you very much.
It's good to always have you here. We're still standing.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but it has been reported from, I believe it's from last week or maybe before last week, about this this disease with the barracuda.
Yes, and we want to talk a bit about that because
a lot of people like eat fish.
Yes,
you know,
but this doesn't affect all fish. This is, and we're talking here about, and I'll be pulling it up very shortly. And here it is. Well, not yet, but I'm trying to pull it up here. Good Lord.
Yeah, but it's been reported that right now, you know, that happened lot at different times of the year with this thing with the barracuda, you know. But it's good now that it's been focused highly so that people can know about it, because
here it is.
sometimes when you hear about it, the people that don't get sick already. What's the story?
Okay. It says, and this is, a number of people have been coming down with what is called ciguatera poisoning, also known as fish poisoning. And the Ministry of Health last week sent out a warning to stay away from barracuda,
barrow, yeah.
Okay? And because about 10 people had to be hospitalized after eating the fish. Well, anyway, yesterday they sent out a release saying that 2 other cases have been identified. And it also says that it is the barracuda from Tornef Island that are affected with the poison. So again, health officials want stay away from eating barracuda because it is hard to tell which fish are contaminated. In the release, it says the toxic fish does not have any odor or taste, so it's very, very difficult, if not impossible, for you to be able to notice or to know if the fish is poisoned or not. And cooking and freezing does not eliminate the toxins. So cooking nor freezing. So not even if you cook it, ladies and gentlemen, the toxin is still there. Now, this is important because people say, after you cook it, the toxin gone.
Yeah, or if you freeze it.
Or you freeze. No. It does not go. Okay? It continues by saying, avoid eating larger free fish that have a greater likelihood of sequatoxin, especially barracuda, and also to report any suspected fish poisoning to the local public health officer so necessary action can be taken. In terms of the symptoms of the ciguatera poisoning, it includes tingling and numbness in fingers and toes, around lips, tongue, mouth, and throat. We can also experience nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, and or abdominal cramps, joint pains, headache, and difficulty breathing. The typical symptoms that you see with an allergy. But this one can, I'm not telling you that it's fatal, it's just that you need to consult your doctor as soon as possible. And so the point is, no eat barrow.
Yeah.
You can eat fish, but the release says that it's the barracuda from Turneffe Island that are infected with the toxin.
If you see barrow eater, ask her a couple of questions how the country they go.
I'm talking about the fish, not the Prime Minister.
But so like we said, all Turneffe. So if somebody catch one barrow Sartaneja or maybe the PG, is it still safe for them to eat?
I can't answer you that question because fish travel.
Yeah, true. They don't got no borders in the water.
You know what I mean?
But I believe it's safe enough to stay away from it right now.
But the point is, stay away from it.
Now, what the disease name?
Ciguatera.
How?
Ciguatera.
A lot of Spanish people eat fish, so you need to inform them about this
Sí, esto es, estamos hablando de envenenamiento. Es una toxina que se encuentra en el pescado barracuda. Mucha gente les fascina comer barracuda. ¿Ok? Un pescado bastante sabroso.
A lot of people,
okay. Barrow. Pero se ha encontrado de que los barracuda, especialmente los de Turneffe, así que la gente de Sartaneja, por favor, tomar mucho esto en consideración, mucho cuidado. Cuando traen su pez, ¿okay? Porque ellos van a Turneffe. Ellos van a Turneffe. De Sunus también van a Turneffe a pescar. Así que mucho cuidado, no coman el barracuda, en fin, déjenlo en el mar. Si es que lo sacas, ponlo de vuelta porque no lo debes comer. Tiene una toxina que te puede hacer daño a ti. ¿Qué son esos síntomas? Te puede causar náusea, vómitos, vas a tener dolor en el estómago, en el abdomen, se te va a quedar, se van a entumir los dedos, vas a sentir como 1000 agujas en tus dedos. Bueno, todos los síntomas de lo que es una alergia, y debes de reportarlo de inmediato a las autoridades, porque si no la atiendes, pues puede causarte más daño. Así que el punto es no comer barracuda, ¿ok? Ahora, hay barracuda en la lista de predators, es más, este grande come el más chico, y ese más chico come el más chico, y aquel. El barracuda está bien alto en la lista, así que pocos animales se comen al barracuda. Así que si fuera de otra forma, entonces hasta los peces que se comen el barro, entonces tendríamos obviamente que estar al pendiente. Pero el barracuda, quizás maybe sharks, you know, maybe.
That's all Galata have a lot.
Pero el punto es aléjate de ello, no lo comas, porque ya hay muchos casos de envenenamiento y obviamente este servicio es para concientizarte que sepas, puedes causarle daño a tu familia y a ti y a otras personas sin que lo sepas. No hay forma de distinguirlo, no huele, no lo puedes ver, aparte del hecho que también, aunque lo cocines o lo mantengas congelado, no se le va la toxina, siempre está ahí.
Yeah, but Wanda, what is causing that disease?
I don't know. I think that people from fisheries would be able to answer this. But I think it's poisoning. It's a process. I really don't know. But sometimes pretty much the same way, like we catch a cold, they catch a cold.
Yeah, they got a season.
They got a season too.
Yeah, 27 minutes after 8 o'clock, Emmanuel, a lot has been happening. And, you know, when we spoke about the convention in Belize City, which comes up this Sunday, interestingly, Councillor Willoughby has his name for councillor and for mayor in the convention.
Is that possible?
Remember we asked that question like some weeks ago?
Okay.
Right, so...
but
if you look at
if you not catch Harry, catch it tail?
Yeah, get a shot.
But is it possible for you to be a councillor, a mayor, and then still be a councillor?
The thing is that, I know the question I'm asked right now. What if he wins the mayoral candidacy? What will happen to that councillor seat? Will it be the next person under him that maybe say get 5 votes less than him will step up automatically to that?
So you see, that's exactly the question. Why are you sure that he has it? And the point is it right for him?
Well, if he have it, it must be right. Because some weeks when they mention him and he run for this mayor position, they try come down hard on the man, but he said, why not for mayor and also for councillor? So you have a name in for mayor and for councillor. But you see, something like that, they saw it could also mess him up in both ways, because if people are going for Willoughby, they're not going for Willoughby. And the same way around, if they're going for Willoughby, they probably go for mayor for him and for councillor. So you have a lot of work to do to make people understand how this process will work on convention day. Not just vote for me for mayor, vote for me for councillor too, or not just vote for me for councillor, vote for me for mayor too.
This is mighty strange. I need to check that up, and you're 100% positive that is the case.
Yes.
Okay.
Check 7, man. Yeah.
Was it in the news?
I believe they do it, but I get that information from one X source, right?
You only got it from an X source.
Yeah.
Okay.
A reliable source, though.
A reliable source. Well, I do believe. Well, this happens this Sunday, right?
Yeah, this Sunday.
What are the forecasts? What do you hear?
Boy, we know that a city passer. We just hear people wrong here. So you see, what happened is, Philip has always been on the media.
Please clarify Philip Willoughby.
Philip Willoughby
might be misled.
Yeah. And then some people more familiar with him, they know him more. Dion is on the Lake Road show, but then you know the news are more popular than some of those talk shows. So they say Willoughby on the news over and over and over and right now. So people say, boy, that Willoughby, that Willoughby. But then when you read the results, I saw we say, all right, we say Willoughby did so much things, but then why is it that they don't always top the polls?
Actually, I do believe that I have the results for the 2012 municipal elections. So if you can just bear with me.
Yeah.
And
you not got a 2015 one?
Yes, I do too.
Yeah. So
I do too.
So we wonder how this thing will work out. Like you asked, wonder if you could put in a name for two and but you have a number. I don't remember that one number you have for that. But you know, Emmanuel, it messed up sometime when it comes in at the alphabetical order. Because you know, then things are set up like in an alphabetical order. So W is almost the end of the alphabet. Yeah. Who are the candidates for Orange Walk? They say Chantel for mayor. Chantel is not contesting.
Chantel is leaving for study.
Yeah, but that's your prerogative, that's your wish. Well, Chantel has chosen, like what Emmanuel said, to further her studies.
Exactly. Now, let's do a quick study of the March 2012 elections results. And then we go on to the March 2015.
This is Belize City, right?
This is Belize City. Out of a total of 40,709 voters back then, 25,000, a little bit over 25,000 voted, and 12,694 voted for Darrell Bradley, but there was a total of Eric Chan won, I think, no, actually, Dion Leslie, 13,812. Eric Chang won, was the one with the highest votes. Then Dion Leslie, yes.
Okay.
And Miss Karen Bowden from the PUP, along with others, received a maximum of about 9,500 average versus 13,500. So again, a difference of approximately 4,000 votes in 2012. Now, this was that gap was further broadened in 2015.
So what would look for 15?
So 2018, I am easily forecasting. Well, it's not going to be a walk in the park. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I am easily forecasting that the machinery of the United Democratic Party is going to make it happen for the UDP Town Council, UDP City Council in Belize City again.
Yeah.
That's my no. The Philip Willoughby, Dion Leslie thing may weigh in a bit.
Yeah,
but we're hoping that we don't have the negative effects.
Yeah. But the gap
is, I never win, so I'm not going to vote.
The gap is too big.
Or I'm not going to vote for him because he chance my boy.
Yeah, I know.
So all of those things, people react that way, so you can't stop them.
Yeah, remember one time the Majestic Alley thing may happen? How many people made rail up that they want a house and this and that? That Mr. Willoughby was there. Go ahead, Emmanuel.
Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning, Eduardo.
Hi.
Happy birthday.
Well, thank you.
Wow.
Thank you very much.
This is Myrna.
Hello, Myrna. I got your message a while ago. And you're telling us that... What channel, what company provide, what cable company do you have?
So what do you see on the screen?
Nothing, just a TV,
Man.
Nothing.
Well, Myrna, thank you for the wishes, and we will pass on this information to the manager, see what he can do. Maybe it's beyond us. Yes.
And I know your Bex.
I know, man. You know it. You know I fun, you know that.
Yes, man.
Thank you, Myrna. Thank you.
Okay, and enjoy this, Eduardo.
Thanks.
Eduardo, why? So, Emmanuel, but you see, when you mention the gap from between last election with the PUP mayoral candidate, I believe it was Yolanda Chacron, when you mention when you tell us about the gap, regardless of what happened for this convention, really hard for make the PUP close that gap for win.
Yes, it's gonna be very hard.
Yeah.
They will be able to, they'll close a bit.
Yeah.
But I don't think that they'll be able to muster up 4,000 votes.
Yeah, because these are the things that convention brings, right?
Yes.
Some people get vexed and they abstain and say, I'm
And this convention is going to be used by the party as a show of strength.
Yeah. And you know
what I mean?
Right, because this whole election was happening at 2018, Emmanuel, is a very crucial one. because after this election, I believe we have a village council before the big election, and then no more municipal before the big election. So
again, let me just quickly interrupt you by telling you one of the most interesting things is Corozal Town. Out of a total of 7,662 voters, 5,644, and it happens that the margin was easily about 200 votes. Sugar City Morning Show. Sugar City Morning Show. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
I can appreciate the fact that you guys are bringing out important and resourceful information, no?
Mm-hmm.
But let's just try to shift our attention to Orange Walk.
Yes.
There's no fire in the political scene in Orange Walk right now.
We win.
It's just like a PUP thing. PUP all the way, because we don't hear nothing about the UDP. We're all been back and forth with that. But I think that there's a bigger problem in the horizon. On the PUP Facebook page, you can see prominent, I don't want to call him, but if I have to, then I will. You see prominent UDP supporters shifting sides and showing their support for the PUP. Now, obviously, that is a problem. And we're not talking about the ordinary Joe. We're talking about flag bearers and people who were instrumental in the PUP losing the last election. And now we see them supporting the PUP. What is going on in Orange Walk? Where is the fire? Is there a lack of leadership, or is there a pause in the way things has been done? Or is it because Honorable Gaspar Vega is not throwing in his weight as usual? People decide to go another way. I'm just throwing out these suggestions because I don't know what is the problem. Where is the fire? We're not here in need of the gun. It's like we're marching into a PUP convention, election victory, and we don't know where to go on. I'm not afraid to say who I am if anybody recognizes my voice, but this is what I'm seeing. We don't have no fire, and not only that, like I say, somebody need to tell us what's going on with the UDP in Orange Walk, because it get off. Thank you.
You're welcome, sir. Good comment there. Actually, we have not been privileged even with information as to who is running.
Yeah. I think the deadline for the closing is supposed to pass already, no?
I don't know.
Yeah, the academy says sometime next week or for last week, they said, so this week nearly done. But then, as we can understand, Carla, from a reliable source from the Orange Walk East, I believe he's part of the committee, I don't know which committee, but he's saying that the UDP 7 will be presented in Belize City on the 31st, which is next week Thursday, in front of the media for a press conference, because they alluded that Belize has the core of the media, you know. But I mean, if you present yourself, why not have the media come to Orange Walk? We have medias at Orange Walk too, but that's the way they chose to go. So we just have to wait and see what happens.
And I think it's something they do every time. You know, I remember that. Well, I don't know if it was like an introductory thing for the last town council, but I do remember that Yvette and the whole crowd went to Belize City, but I think that they were here previous.
They done with the campaign already.
They already knew.
Yeah.
So the caller was so right in saying that we barely know anything. But and people call us and ask us out in the street, ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué pasó? En realidad, si supiera, yo con mi bocota ya lo hubiera dicho ya ratos.
Yeah.
Pero no tenemos información.
Yeah.
Y si es que tenemos, es muy poca. Y segundamente, sabemos de que Philip va a correr como alcalde contra Kevin, eso sí sabemos.
Philip
de la Fuente. Pero los otros 6 personas que están corriendo para el concilio, no sabemos. hemos escuchado nombres, pero no oficialmente. Debo recalcar, no oficialmente.
But we understand that they have been presented to 2 committees in Orange Walk as well. I know for sure one was Orange Walk Central. I hear about Ochobenke, but I'm not sure if that is true. But I'm sure that they have been presented to Orange Walk Central. I don't know if it's just the executive of Orange Walk Central or it's the wider populace. But you see, apart from what the scholar say, very importantly, what's his concern? His concern is that he is seen on some posts that prominent UDP people are taking pictures and going over to the People's United Party. I believe that's his main concern.
And the question at this point is, yes, it's troublesome, because if your guy or party stalwart to cross the fence, then hello, you got a big problem. Yeah. But how many? The question is how many of these? Because comments like that, yes, are welcome, but they can also be misleading, because it can be, say, can it be 100 or can it be only 5?
Yeah. Well, you know how.
You know the point. You know what I'm saying, and I'm not telling you that didn't happen. It's just that.
Numbers.
The numbers. We need to look at the numbers first. And I'll be honest with you. Even 5, if it were the case. Even 5, if it were the case. But if that was a stalwart, if that was a flag bearer, and that person has decided to cross the fence, cross the line, then you have a big problem, because he and care all our family, plus all the neighbors, and maybe half of the community that he lives in. Sugar City Morning Show. Good morning.
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Estoy en el programa y algo que están hablando que UDP todavía no muestra quién va a ser las personas que van a...
6 personas no lo han avisado todavía, ¿no?
Y yo pienso que así son los prostitutos. Esperan que la gente diga algo. Y si lo dice bien, van a hablar. Pero si lo dicen mal, se van a esconder. Pero entonces eso es cuando se van a ir de business, porque quieren que otros los acepten. Y todos los que van a votar para ellos, nosotros somos la segunda clase que vamos a votar para ellos.
Yo no estoy de acuerdo con etiquetarlos como prostitutos, sino simplemente eso es su protocolo de ellos y hay que respetarlo. Ok, muchas gracias.
Yeah, everybody doing things the
ellos así
way.
Como ellos lo quieran, ¿no?
Yeah, but it's good that you said that the people, they multiply. Because one person gone over, your family are called your friends are called and your family, friends, and other family, and so on, they start to spread out the word, and so they say, why you know that true, you know? Better we go that way. And that's where the multiplication goes. Like you always say, Emmanuel, one vote is very important. So everybody vote is important.
I agree with you.
You only win by one, you know. The others just add up.
Es que cuando tú tienes un vacío en liderazgo, cuando tú estás acostumbrado a ir a alguien o a ir a una comitiva para información, para apoyo, para lo que sea, entonces cuando tan de repente no lo hay, entonces te sientes defraudado, te sientes solo, te sientes desanimado. Esa es la palabra.
Yep.
Y resulta que eso es justo lo que está sucediendo. Yo quisiera ver, y aquí tengo que yo decirlo como yo lo sé, siento como yo lo veo. Aquí en Orange Walk sucedió justamente eso. ¿Ya me entiendes?
Yeah.
¿Tienes algún texto? Regresando.
See what somebody said right there? So, Emmanuel, I don't want to make you fire up on this text, all right? Because I know what I'm doing and you know what you're doing. He says, see what you guys causing on a song like PUPs, you check it, Dillon and Emmanuel. I don't think what we say we hide anything, but that is your idea, your prerogative, and we have to respect that.
Call me anything, but don't call me PUP.
Yeah, we have to respect that. But you see, Emmanuel, if there are things that come out and we don't mention there are things, people now know about it. All right?
But this is all part of the curative process. Let me put this coffee one side and talk to you.
Yeah, lap your foot and shake that cha-cha-cha down there. Can't do that cha-cha-cha. When you put that coffee one side, you lap your foot and that cha-cha-cha go out.
Tiene que haber curación.
Wow.
Tiene que haber curación. Yo no puedo esperar de que si Chequi es un UDP y es un UDP enojado, yo no puedo esperar mandar 2 personas a hacer campaña en su casa y esperar de que él tan de repente ya no esté enojado. Sugar City Morning Show, good morning.
Good morning. Can I give a comment?
Please go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
Buenos días, Mr. Chiqui, Mr. Emmanuel.
Buenos
días.
Ustedes no le importa que digan a la gente de cómo ustedes conducen su show. La verdad es algo muy importante y honorable para cualquier persona que lo pone. La verdad te va a dar luz, pero si escondes la verdad vas a estar en la oscuridad. Entonces lo que ustedes están haciendo es poner luz a la gente que está en la oscuridad. Y eso es algo bueno. Ustedes son hosts. Ustedes no son el partido. Ustedes son los que ponen la verdad allá afuera. Y nunca paren de hacer eso, porque entonces van a perder el honor de ser un buen conductor de una radio. Muchas gracias.
And so the same person was sent that text there. He said up on top, Novello gave vexed to the party because he wanted the party to endorse him in the last election. I think he talked about Efrain Novello. The same person that sent that text a while ago about myself, you and Delon. But then that is the same thing what the person called and said that people is moving away from the party. And if it happen, we not chase nobody from the party, but we are saying what they are doing.
Como dije hace ratitos, si Chequi está enojado, o si tú estás enojado, UDP, yo no vas a salir a votar porque tal y tal y tal y tal. Mira cómo que le hicieron a mi hijo, no le dieron chamba, tal y tal y tal. Fui para ayuda, lo que sea. Yo no espero que venga fulanito y fulanita a acompañar en tu casa y darte 2 papelitos y decirte, y tú tan de repente ya estés bien, contento. No,
all is not bright and beautiful.
Tienes necesidad de hablar. Esto es lo que estamos promoviendo nosotros. Es parte de lo que es la curación. Y una parte necesaria para poder llevar al partido a otro nivel, a sus apoyantes a otro nivel. No queríamos hablar abiertamente de esto, pero tenemos que aclarar el punto.
The thing is that the political parties, they have the way how they swing the machinery. They have the way how they pick some people we figure when they were there until the bitter end. But like what you said, some people get vexed because of certain things. You can't satisfy everybody, you know, man.
No, you can't.
You can't. So one time people go to the next party, that's their belief. They have a lot of people from the People's United Party will come to the UDP as well. But nobody said nothing about that. But when time, you see, Emmanuel, the thing is right, just because you know, right here at the Sugar City Morning Show, we don't want to frame nobody, but if I would show you this picture here, and we'd have put this picture on the screen, then people stay with their mouth open. You understand? Then I'll explain to you who that person when we get through. But I know I call the person name, and I now put up on the screen. I don't know if this is the one of the same Facebook thing when Mr. Jones they talk about.
Okay.
You understand? So, and then
I understand.
yeah, and this person said, why don't I tell people that don't vex because of agape? You see what this person said? Why don't I tell people to vex because of agape? The same person was sending the text.
Why should I be mad? Yo no sufro calentura de nadie.
Yeah, but you know how it is. He said, yeah, that I believe it's Channel 7 explained it. I believe when I'm going to tell you the thing about the ¿cómo se llama? About the Willoughby situation for
Channel 7 explained it.
Yeah, for councillor and also for councillor and the next one for councillor and for mayoral. I can see if I can get this. this picture to technician. Need to send a picture to the technician because we got something very important that we want to touch before we go off on a positive notes, no? So, but Emmanuel, that's that.
No, Channel 7 has no mention of that.
Okay, well,
I'm
we're
looking at it right now.
Yeah.
Well, at least not that I can see. Maybe not in yesterday's news, but maybe in a previous news. But I'm looking at it right now. Have it right in front of me.
Okay, we are trying to say, but that is a fact, Emmanuel. But on a positive note, Emmanuel, you know that Raul has been here many times talking about the running rebels, and we always he always catch you that the running rebels, they start so good and they never really end good. But I don't want to make you look on this results here that we had this. You're supposed to have all the information there that we can share about the running rebels, Raul.
Le da el medio ciego que lea las letritas así chiquititas.
Morris could bring the spectacle, man. Yeah, so that was some game that happened over the weekend. I believe it was in Cancun, Mexico. You got it? I don't show you how to use this phone, man. Just press this thing, it going right back to where I'm there. Yeah, I believe if Raheem could get the picture up, it'll be good, but I just sent it to us. I don't know if you have time to get it up.
Club Tournament. Participants Águilas Doradas, Durango, Mexico, Iguanas Verdes, Cancun, Docta, Argentina, and Running Rebels, Belize. Rebels won the tournament by a tied breaker of aggregates points scored during the tournament. But so, this is Tres Naciones en basketball, 18, 19, 20 de agosto, que acaba de suceder, eso. Águilas Doradas de Durango, México, Iguanas Verdes de Cancún y Argentina and Running Rebels, Belize. So, aquí dice, bueno, tres naciones, sí, México, Argentina y Belize. Rebels won the tournament by a tied breaker of aggregate points scored during the tournament. So, we'd like to congratulate Running Rebels.
That's right. I congratulate them. And
hats off.
Yeah, all the best, Raul, and keep up the good work. And if you got the September celebration, if you have the September celebrations T-shirt samples, send it so we can put it on the screen, right? Boy, he said, tell that person you all don't need to bop. That's why the truth, the bond that person with the send text. I can't put everything within the text, but I believe, Emmanuel, I don't think that we attack against anybody. We are just telling it like it is. People want to make you give them valid information. You understand?
We will be giving you out information as soon as we receive it.
Yep.
And as far as this show is concerned, we do not have the information.
We know to bring out nobody name if it's not confirmed.
It's not being made public to us.
Yep.
Okay.
If they send us an official bulletin or letter or whatever information from their department and say, hey, this is it, guys, go ahead and announce it. Then we will do that. But we are seeing that this person from the executive sent us a text last week and they said that they will be presented first in Belize City because Belize City is where the media core is. Then on the 1st, which will be next week Friday, they will be presented to the public here in Orange Walk at an endorsement convention.
Exactly so.
That's all we know, but we know when you mention about Philip De La Fuente, we know that already that Philip De La Fuente is the mayoral candidate for the UDP. Yeah, you know. And ¿cómo se dice en español, pa? Yeah, so, you know, I have to big up with Baleto, but then until we get it official, because the people could tell me, Emmanuel, but the executives send us some information and we want to respect that. We want to bring that out when they send it to us officially.
Exactly so. Exactly so. Exactly like the...
And I don't think we'll make nobody mislead us in doing that and bring it and say, all right, you want it? Yes, these are the names. I want to hear, hey, why you call my name? I never did in there. You understand? I think I explained too much.
Quiero hacerlo rotundamente claro de que yo nunca he dejado de ser UDP y siempre seguiré siendo un UDP. Eso tengo muy en claro.
Well, Emmanuel, it's 3 minutes away from 9 o'clock. We want to remind all the persons that are voting on Facebook for the Universal Radio Karaoke Kids Competition that the voting's closed today at midday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, what happened is
How can you vote?
you can just go to the page.
Facebook page.
Yeah, to Universal Radio Karaoke, and you can listen to the performance of all the kids, and you can go to the one you like, and you just like that person. This how it goes.
Can you vote more than once?
I'm not sure about that. But how this work, Emmanuel, it's that just like a popularity thing, because from that they only gain 1 point. So let's say you have 15 points, and the next person, one person got 16 points. Then you can come up. If people vote for you and you get the most likes, then you get 1 point, and you go along with that person that has 15. Right? Because the points after the weekly points that comes out from the judges, that now accumulate and goes to the end. The finals will be on that day. Right now they are doing it to stay in the competition, and on that day of the competition, then the person who wins on that day, the points, those are the ones that will be tallied, and by that you can win.
Okay.
Right?
I understand.
So
popularity. Popularity.
Yeah, this same person said they have been presented to Central people first, then at East. Well, thanks to the information. We don't know that. If we may know that, we may definitely he says so Corozal that believes too. He said alone fool that. So I don't know what I mean by Corozal.
Maybe we're being punished. Ya lo tiré, ya lo dije.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, maybe they view us as somebody who is not. Pero, ¿por qué? Qué tontería de chamaco. Si así fuera.
Yeah. By Raheem, Morris gone already or what?
Okay.
Tell Morris I need to remind. Tell me how the thing was, Morris. The what? The one that color the thing before we left, because I have to big up this man. Sapo Verde, boy. Happy Sapo Verde day to them, man. You know. And man.
Well, Sapo Verde.
Take us home, pa. Take us home.
Muchas gracias. Y a todas las personas que me están mandando mensajes y poniendo saludos en mi Facebook, muchas gracias. Lo agradezco de corazón, lo agradezco mucho. Y en realidad me anima. Cualquiera, cuando leo todos los comentarios y las felicidades, obviamente me alegro, me siento muy bien. Y muchas gracias. Compañeros, un día muy especial hoy. Me voy a ir a embarrar los dedos entre un rato. Y gracias a Dios por familia y por amistades, buenas amistades y compañeros de trabajo, que lo estoy pasando de maravilla. Pero ahorita ya son las 9 de la mañana y es tiempo que nos vayamos. Tengo que agradecerle la participación, el trabajo de Morris y de Raheem, que están detrás del escenario, y a Chequi también, y a las personas que participan, que participaron. También a nuestros invitados de honor, a Adrián y a Javier. Tuvimos una excelente presentación así hace rato, pero como todas las cosas buenas, tenemos que te terminan, y así que recordándoles de que este show repite por la noche. Si es que quieres captar algo, o si quieres invitar a la familia a ser parte de por la noche y verlo todos juntos, perfecto. Si no, aquí estaremos mañana a la misma hora, a las 7 de la mañana. Así que, Chequi.
Yeah, somebody just sent a text to you and say happy birthday as well, Emmanuel.
Thank you.
You don't have the name here, so. We are in. Should I sing one song or? recite a poem, have a shake hand, have a bow. I don't know what to do. Sapo Verde, Tamas. Anyway, folks, we will see you tomorrow morning. Hasta mañana, pa.
Until we meet again. Se cuidan todos. Que la pasen de maravilla.
Sugar City Morning Show.